If you have round eyes and you want your eyes to appear more almond-like, this is a great way to achieve that look, just manipulating the eye shape ever so slightly by applying eyeliner on the outer three portions of your eye. It's going to be a game changer. I know you're going to love this look. Let's do it together. We're not going to go as dramatic as Mary-Kate in the inspo picture. I am starting with a base to my eye. You don't have to do this. This is the Bobbi Brown Longwear Eye Shadow Stick in Bone. I just do this because if I don't, I feel like my color of my skin on my eye just peeks through. So if I want to really have an opaque look, I'll put this down first. It's a great base. It's very close to my skin tone. It's just a little bit brighter, so it just makes me look kind of bright and fresh. And of course you can see the difference in my eye shape just without any eyeliner on. And this is truly going to be something that's very easy, but it's something that you can think about anytime you're applying liner or anytime you're applying eyeshadow. If you want your eyes to appear more almond-like, this is going to be for you. Yeah, it's really amazing. Okay, so we have our base down, and then I'm going to take a color that I think that Mary-Kate would really approve of. This is Wedge from MAC. This is simply a base color. This look doesn't require a base shadow, but I'm just going to go from my natural crease, which is right here, and I'm actually going to pull out. And you're going to see this technique and this theme a lot in this tutorial because we want to elongate the eye. We don't want to go in a round motion around our eyes because then we're just going to kind of fall back into that trap. And I always have to mindfully stay out of that trap. Okay, so I'm going to take Wedge again. Sometimes I want to call it Wedgie. And I'm going to go underneath. With this color, though, you can go all the way around. It's okay. And then I'm going to pull it out just a little bit. Again, I follow my natural kind of bone structure to see where I want my lines and my definition to be. You can already see it made a slight shadow just around, and it gave me some shape. I love that. And then, because again, I don't want it to just be super white here, I just took Wedge again and I just went right over it. This is also going to help kind of keep my eyeliner on, so I just went like this. That's it. We want to kind of shorten our eye and make it look longer. So it's like this, like an almond sliver. Okay. Again, not too much difference, so you can really see how impactful this eyeliner is. You can use any color. It does not have to be this dramatic, but I am doing black for dramatic effect, so you can truly see just how impactful it is. And again, I'm doing my own take on this. I'm not going to go all the way around with a thick, heavy liner because I think that sometimes that's just not for every day. You just wouldn't do that, and you might not feel like yourself when you do that. So I'm going to take the Estee Lauder Double Wear 24-hour waterproof gel eye pencil in Onyx, which is black, and I'm going to start in the middle of my eye. So I'm going to start here, which is right over top of my pupil. I like that because that's my highest point of my eye. So my eye goes up like a crest, and then it comes down again. So I really want to make sure that that part of my eye is going to be flat. We want to flatten out the eye and pull it outwards. So if I start from this tippy top, I can start to just go in little short strokes. You see how I'm just going down, 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 down. I'm not trying to do one crazy line all the way. So now my eye is already starting to go down again. So I really want to make sure that when I get to this point, I'm pulling out. So I'm actually above my natural eye line. There's still a little bit of space in between. So when I'm looking at myself, I'm like, okay, now I'm starting to get a little bit more almond-like. I pull it out, 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 out. Okay? I like that. That looks good. I want to go on the bottom as well. And I want to just create the same sort of line. I want to match it up. So I'm going to go underneath my pupil. And I just kind of go in between the lashes at first. So this way I can build it up. Go like this. And I'm going to pull it from my bottom lash line, and I want to pull it out like this. It's not necessarily about creating a wing. It's truly about just creating definition on the outer portion of the eye. So it doesn't have to be a wing. It's not truly a wing. It's just a triangle. See? Look at that already. What a difference. What a big difference. You know I like to blend everything out, so I'll just kind of do a little smudgy smudge here, just to kind of give me a little bit more of a blown out look. That way I can figure out, you know, how dark I want to do it. And you can already see the finished look here. So when I do it here, I like to show you different variations. So you can literally leave it like this and put on mascara and still have a very defined, very almond-like eye. And it's just really kind of natural, very beautiful for every day. I like doing this when I'm kind of just feeling lazy. But just the main point is keeping your eye looking as flat as possible. So not going on your natural eye line, as in your shape. You want to pull it out a little bit, okay? That looks beautiful. That looks so beautiful. So again, you can also see too, I don't have any eyeliner on the waterline. And you can see what a difference that makes as well. This eye definitely looks smaller. It looks more almond-like, more shapely. This eye still has a bigger sort of look to it. It just looks bigger because the white of my eye and then the white of my inner rim makes it look bigger. Both are beautiful. But now we can line the inner rim as well. Inner rim is lined. I didn't think you really needed to see that, but just in case, I just take the liner pencil and I go all the way around. And just to add a bit more depth, and because we are who we are, let's just add some Give Me Cyberspace. This is from the same palette, from MAC. And I just take it on my little stumpy brush. This is not necessary, but I do like to have just a little extra, a tiny bit extra. So I kind of start on the outer corner and I just press that color in because I just like to have a little extra something to kind of make it look extra dark and give it that extra oomph. I can do it on the bottom as well, like this. Everything looks absolutely gorgeous. And remember, the most important part is about working outward, not working upward. So we don't want to create like a wing. We don't want to create a hook. We don't want to go up. We want to just work out in a flat line because our eyes are not flat. Our eyes are very rounded, could even be protruding and rounded. So we really want to make sure that we work in a flat way. Makes it so much easier to look like an almond. Yes. All right. So now my last tip is with mascara. So you can see with this mascara, it's working its way outward. This is one of my favorite things to do. So I just wiggle and I just pull outward. And since your lashes are quite coated already with eyeliner, or it could be with shadow, you know, just from regular fallout, then it makes it easy for the lashes to stick in place. Can you see that? So they go this way. I do the same thing on the bottom. Now, of course, with me, I do, you know, so many coats. So many coats. But I just pull it, and then I leave him outward like that. Absolutely stunning. Sideways mascara is on, and that's all that you have to do. Truly, like I said, you can do it with any color. It can be any eyeliner. It can be anything. And you don't have to think about it in a wing sort of shape. You really just have to think about it in the V that we always do. So if you try this look, please let me know. I hope you enjoy. Thanks always, guys, for watching. Love you.